Domestic terrorism. It's a problem. It's been a problem since at least, well, I mean, there's always been domestic terrorists, but it's been a persistent problem since 2020. Antifa has spent the last 5 years just kind of running roughshod, doing whatever the fuck it wants with little to no consequences. And it's time for that shit to stop. So hopefully the Patel FBI is not all talk and they actually go after this guy. Because if he's actually guilty of what they allege he did, they should bury his fucking gay ass under the prison. Simple as. Shout out to the Post Millennial. FBI manhunt underway for armed Antifa suspect allegedly involved in ambush shooting outside of ICE detention center in Texas. This is a shooting that happened on the 4th of July, by the way. Benjamin Hanil Song, 32, of Dallas, is wanted for attempted murder and is considered armed and dangerous, according to the FBI. Manhunt is underway for an at-large suspect linked to the 4th of July ambush shooting attack outside of ICE Prairieland Detention Center in Alvarado, Texas. I probably would have covered this on the 4th had I known about it, and B, had I not decided to not make a video on the 4th because, it's the fucking 4th. And I thought that, I could take a fucking day off. But like I said, I just didn't even hear about it, which is crazy. Or I would have covered it on the show that Saturday morning. Benjamin Hindlesong, 32, of Dallas, is wanted for attempted murder, is considered armed and dangerous, according to the FBI. The FBI believes Song purchased 4 of the firearms connected to the premeditated attack, which was allegedly carried out by a North Texas Antifa cell. 10 heavily armed members of the cell have been arrested and charged with attempted murder and other crimes. On July 4th, local and federal officers were lured to the area outside the ICE facility in Alvarado, Texas, and found themselves fired upon by a group of heavily armed militants dressed in black military-style clothing. According to the criminal complaint, one officer was shot in the neck area but survived. Authorities said the gunman fired approximately 20 to 30 rounds of ammunition at officers using AR-15 style rifles. Yeah. According to, now, the great thing about the post-millennial is I believe whoever wrote this actually knows what that means. According to the criminal complaint, one of Song's rifles, a Franklin Armory FIA-15 that was discovered abandoned at the scene of the shooting, had been modified with a binary trigger to nearly double the rate of fire. The binary trigger is you pull it back, it fires once, and as you let it go, it fires again. So each trigger pull is effectively 2 bullets, almost like a 2-round burst kind of thing. The FBI believes Song hid in the woods near the ICE facility for roughly 24 hours after the ambush before escaping on foot. An FBI agent wrote in the court filing that Song's cell phone was traced near the scene of the crime beginning at 11:30 p.m. Shortly after the attack and remained in the area throughout the day on July 5th. Authorities said 4 of the firearms that were found in possession of several of the apprehended subjects had been purchased by Song. Additionally, a white 2017 Mercedes-Benz registered to a relative of Song was located outside defendant Bradford Megan Elizabeth Morris. Oh, wow. A tranny. Fucking tranny terrorism. Residence on July 6. Morris, a North Texas Antifa ringleader, has been accused of transporting several of the defendants to the ICE facility on the night of the ambush. And here's, a picture of the 10 of them. I honestly couldn't tell which one of these, probably this one right here. But, honestly, these other chicks are so fucking ugly, I honestly can't tell which one of them is the tranny. Song, a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps Reserves, has been involved in the North Texas Antifa cell for the past several years. He is part of an armed Antifa militant group called the Elm Fork John Brown Gun Club. Song is named as the defendant in a lawsuit filed by a Christian group over a 2023 attack. Video footage posted online shows that Song provided weapons and militancy training to Antifa in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in December of 2022. The Instagram account featuring videos of Song providing weapons training is Anarcho Airsoftist. Softest, whatever.
Today we're going to cover a lot of things, but the first thing we're going to cover is moving with other people around, right? So the first two concepts.
See, and they get around this stuff by like showing these videos because like he's just teaching them how to play airsoft. Dog, it's just airsoft rifles. Real fucking cute.
Are going to be fire before flesh and getting online. Okay? So if we both need to shoot at something or in a direction, we want to make sure we do it safely, right? We don't want to be shooting behind each other and accidentally shoot each other. It's way easier to do friendly fire because this is such a big space, right? Whatever you're aiming at is way down there. It's a much smaller area. There's way fewer angles to it. There's a ton of angles to your buddy here, right? So there's two main ways to avoid that, which are both basically don't shoot from behind each other, okay? So the first way is fire before flesh. If you're in a compressed area where you're starting out right next to each other, you need to shoot immediately. If we're fighting, and when we're fighting, we're both going to yell contact, right? So let's just say we're fighting in that direction. Contact! Right? So here we're touching, and our muzzles are in front of our whole bodies, right? Even back here is no good, because you could accidentally shoot each other's hands, right? Muzzle in front of bodies. This is the only time where it's appropriate to chicken wing, okay? Chicken winging means you're sticking your elbow out. Normally, you don't want to be doing that. But if you're body to body with someone, you want body contact here, so that if they move to the right, they're moving with me. Okay, they're not crossing in front of me.
So yeah, as you can see, you know, he is teaching these people how to fight like a military unit. And of course, this is Andy No, whose reputation as a journalist is beyond reproach, who shared this video and assures that even though it seems kind of like it's hard to tell who he is, it even seems in the video he's wearing a mask, probably because he knew he was being recorded. But yeah, he insists that this is Benjamin Hinnell's song. So, and this is the Anarcho Airsoftist. Which, like I said, of course, it's a crock of shit. This is just a way for them to cover up what they're doing. Oh, CCTV footage of Benjamin Song and co-Antifa defenders allegedly rushing in to attack Christians in April 2023 in Fort Worth, Texas. Yep, you remember, see, they got arrested for this. It just hasn't... It's the case isn't over yet. But, look at them. You know, there he is, looking all smug and shit. Taylor Hanson, an independent video journalist, shared photos on social media of encounters he's had with Song at previous protests in Texas. Song can be observed armed and dressed in all black while concealing his identity behind facial coverings. Taylor Hanson said, I used to run into and speak to Benjamin all the time in Texas. He was always armed to the teeth, quote unquote, protecting all ages drag shows to prevent me from infiltrating them and exposing the child grooming that was taking place. He used to call me an insurrectionist for my reporting, and I could click on that and read the whole thing, but I'm just not going to bother. But yeah, this is allegedly supposed to be Benjamin Song. So the FBI is offering a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to Song's arrest and conviction. The 10 apprehended suspects arrested in connection with the ambush are being held in the Johnson County Jail on $10 million bail. Those with information about the case of Song's whereabouts can contact 1-800-CALL-FBI or submit tips to tips.fbi.gov. So yeah, if you know anything about this guy, by all means, drop the dime on him. And hopefully one of these people hates jail so much that they roll over on him. You know, that's all we can hope for. But yeah, like I said, domestic terrorism, specifically from Antifa, it's been just running, like I said, running roughshod since 2020, and it's about time we put an end to this shit. If you agree or if you disagree, either way, feel free to go down to the comments and tell me how much or how little you agree or disagree, whatever. And click all the links, and sub everywhere, sub to this channel, hit the like button, and sub to all my other channels, and hit all the other like buttons. And follow me on X. Check out my video game streams on Cloud World Gaming on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, sometimes Saturdays. And then every Saturday morning from 8 to 10, come to Cloud World Chronicles. Look for Cloud World Chronicles or look for Go for Papa Palpatine and watch my show, Cloud World Chronicles. Me and Lyre will be covering a lot of juicy stories. We do every week, but this week is going to be particularly juicy. In the meantime, have a good day and throw me a bone.